Man City versus Leicester. Can we get a victory at the Etihad? Hello, guys, and welcome back to Fox to Fox Report. First off, happy holidays, Merry Christmas from Fox to Fox Report to you guys, Leicester City fans, Premier League fans, and anybody else who loves to watch football. Now, we go into this pre-match that is Leicester City versus Manchester City in the Premier League on Boxing Day. That is tomorrow at the Etihad Stadium at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, the question I ask is, how do we approach ourselves to this match that is going to be very crucial because we want 3 points and, of course, a positive result? Well, it's pretty much simply better said than done. We have to learn how to play under pressure, and that's by playing quicker, pressing up when we need to press up, especially when the shot gets taken in our area. We have to know how to react quickly, put ourselves in front of the ball, or at least stick a foot there, making sure the ball doesn't go directly towards our goal. So many things like that can definitely change to a positive outcome defensively, as well as our attacking, where we have to secure those opportunities that are given to us. But we come into this match with a very bittersweet defeat against Liverpool on Wednesday, where we were up by 2 goals in the first half, going to second half, and then we just flopped after that. We bottled it because we decided to defend the entire second half, which was the worst thing to do, and we gave up a 2-goal lead. They tied the match 3-3. Then we go to PKs, we lose 5-4. Next thing you know, we're out of the Carabao Cup. But some positives to take from that match is that we were playing fairly well in the first half. We had a great structure, even though we did have some injuries, but we still knew how to just open ourselves up, give through balls, and of course, secure those opportunities that Liverpool gave us due to their errors and just their clueless passing. So those things we can take on to this match, where we know we have momentum if we know how to play right, as well as just looking and seeing how are we doing right now in the Premier League. Currently, in our table, we're in 9th place. We have 2 games that we have to make up. And we're frankly in a position where we can't say that, all right, the top 4 goal is done. No, we still have a chance. However, we have to perform well and get a positive result. So there's still a long season ahead of us. So we just have to go game by game. And of course, do not give any risky passes. Do not try to just create a play out of nothing where we're all out of position. Next thing you know, the ball is taken away from us and we just tracking back where it's like a 2v1 with the oppositions having 2 strikers or two players come at us when we're just with 1 defender. So it's all about just having that just confidence, structure. Do not freak out. Do not just give a risky pass just because you want the ball to be out of the area where you are. So it's all about, like I said, just mentality-wise, go into the match that you are the team that's going to win the match. And we have won the match over at Etihad. Our last season, we won 5-2. No fans, but we scored an absolute stunner with James Maddison, Vardy getting a hat trick, and just that chemistry that we had. Now, we also do have some setbacks coming into this match with Vardy, Siyunchu, and Pereira, all 3 suffering injuries from the match against Liverpool. So we will be without them into this match against Manchester City. And frankly, with Harvey Barnes not being in the squad on Wednesday, nor Castagna, presumably we probably can say that they were the ones who tested positive for COVID. So we won't be having them as well coming to Sunday's match. So we will really have a very limited squad. And we have to see what we can work with the players we have and see what formation and what selection we can do for our starting 11. But looking at Man City, they also do have some setbacks, and that is with Kyle Walker, who is coming from an injury, and it's probably too early for this Sunday's match for him to make a return. So he probably will not be in that match, nor will be Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres will not be in that match as well due to an injury that he's recovering from, and also with the whole speculations or the confirmation, whatever they're saying about him going to Barcelona. But either way, he's coming from an injury, so will not be in that squad coming to Sunday. So I guess that's a positive we can take from Man City, as far as they won't have a very key player in their defensive line. That is Kyle Walker, who really, when he's up against us, definitely gives us a hard time. And also with the just the whole history between Leicester City and Man City, we always give them a game to fight for, and them also vice versa. And it's never really an easy match for them, nor is it for us. And it really doesn't depend on our previous results to say or predict the outcome of this match. We always seem to give a great game, and with Vardy always trying to find a way to score a goal, in which he does. Really, he's like the kryptonite for Man City's defense. Now with Daka, who knows what we can do? And our last match we had with Man City was back, I think, back in September, where we played them. Was it September or October? I'm not sure, but we played them at the King Power Stadium, and that was you guys say it was a 50-50 match. However, Man City had that lucky deflection in which Bernardo Silva was in the right place at the right time, takes a shot, makes it 1-0, and that pretty much ends it there. Also, we have to remember that was the debut of Ademola Lookman, who, when he came on, definitely caused some danger for Man City's defense, making runs because he was very quick, which is why now we have him back in our squad coming from a COVID quarantine. So I'm thinking of having him start for us in this match on Sunday. So that goes to my predicted starting lineup, and that is with a 4-2-3-1. We have Kasper Schmeichel in goal. Our back four on the left side, we have Luke Thomas, and this time at center back, now without Soyuncu or with Evans, I decided to put Nelson. Harvey Nelson, our academy product, because I think it's time to give him a shot. I'm done with Vestergaard. I'm done with Brian Bertrand. You know, if anything, Harvey Nelson will not do any worse than they did so far, what they've given us so far this season. So I'll have Harvey Nelson at center back on the left side, and to his right, we're going to have Wilfred Lee, who's been playing that position very well, even though he's not center back, but he's definitely showing that he knows how to play this position. And on the right, as right back, we'll have Albrighton. Now, Albrighton did come to sub in for Pereira, who came out injured, and that's pretty much what we have as our right back as far as players goes, because we don't have Castagna and Ricardo Pereira injured, no James Justin. So Mark Albrighton is our next player to take that role. And now our two defensive midfielders is Kieran Dewsbury-Hall on the left side and Samori on the right. Now, Samori did have a great game, I think, against Liverpool. Definitely more confident, taking on players, assisting with that first goal that we scored against Liverpool. And our three attacking midfielders, we have Lookman on the left, Madison in the middle, and Yuri Tielemans on the right. With Lookman, we don't have Harvey Barnes, so pretty much that spot can be open for him. We do know that that's his preferable position, so let's give him a shot on the left side. Now, we also do have Ayosi Perez. However, I think he's more effective when it comes to coming on in the second half, so I'd rather just keep him on the bench for now, and we'll see as the game goes on if we can put him on towards those last 45. Now, Tielemans on the right, preferably not his position. He's more so towards the middle, but based on the circumstances we have right now and our players, it's better off to have him on the right. And of course, Daka, a player who's always performing to his very best, we have him as striker. So really, we are going with a very limited squad. I think as far as subs go, we won't have any key subs to put on. We just have to see how the match plays out. And we'll just have to see. But as far as key subs, Ayosi in the attack and defensive wise, none really other than Vestergaard and Ryan Bertrand. That's really I don't see that as a key sub. But that is what we have. But also we need to remember, like I said about our history with Man City, it's a team that always struggles as well as we struggle, and anything could happen because it is the Premier League and because we know how to play when we are in that right mentality. And that also goes with current players now who also think the same way. With James Maddison interviewing with Leicester City media saying that, and I quote, "It's another tough place to go, but we can take the positives from the first half that was at Liverpool. We can also take the positives from winning there at the Etihad last season, 5-2, and try to get something from the game." So really, we all know that we have the capability of performing very well and getting a positive result at the Etihad. And it's all about having just that mentality to outperform Doesn't matter where you are in the table. It's just all about learning how to just give those right passes, learning how to have a firm structure in your midfield line in pretty much every single position: forward, midfield, defense. But other than that, my prediction, honestly, um, I'll be positive. I'll say a 2-1 for Leicester. 2-1 for Leicester. I'll say that Man City scores first, then Leicester City ties it, and then we'll have Leicester City finish or turn the game around, making it 2-1. But other than that, that's all I have for this pre-match review of Manchester City versus Leicester City. Hopefully, like I said, we can just pick ourselves up from this match that we had against Liverpool and come into this match against Man City with a very limited squad, a very changed squad, but we still have a hefty amount of talent there with Madison, with Kieran Dewsbury-Hall, Lookman, Tielemans. So if anything, this is a chance to see what we can try, something new, just in case we may need to use this type of squad for a later future. And hopefully we also want our players who are out to recover quickly as possible, because we do have a long season ahead of us. Well, that's all I have for today. Like I said, happy holidays, Merry Christmas. Hope you guys are spending time with your families and opening presents. And I'll see you next time for the post-match review of Leicester City versus Manchester City. See ya.